Okay, classroom management refers to the wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive during class. Okay, I choose the next strategies to use the classroom management. The first one is model ideal behavior. I use this strategy whenever I give instructions for an activity. I use formal and polite language. When I teach the class, I always maintain eye contact, and whenever I ask a student to participate, the other students already know not to speak as long as someone is participating. Every time I start my class, I put my cell phone away so the students can see that I am only concentrating on them, and so that they have to only concentrate on me. Okay? Then the strategy number 2 is let students help establish guidelines. Okay? In the second English class, I did an activity with the students in which they were to write down a rule that they felt was necessary for the English class on a sheet of paper, of course. I then took a mailbox to their seats, a cardboard box, and the students put their rule inside the box. Then I let them know that I will observe the rules in my house, and the next day of class we will discuss them together. Okay? Then here comes the strategy number 3, that is document rules. Okay? After the students propose rules, I choose some interesting rules. Then I share the rules with all the students, and together we decide which ones stayed and which ones didn't. At the end, we put up a poster with the rules in the classroom, and we also put up a poster with the names of the students. And every time someone breaks a rule, I put a sad face stamp next to the name. And every time a student fills their name with sad stamps, a report is sent to their parents. Then here comes the strategy number 4, that is avoid punishing the class. I use this strategy by doing the following. Every time a student is not paying attention and is distracting other students, I talk to him in a nice way, and I tell him to come to me. Once we are in private, I tell him if he needs or she needs help with something, or why he or she is not paying attention and why she or he is distracting other students. So when we already talk about the problem, at the end I tell him or I tell her, sorry, to be quiet and pay attention. And this is the what I this is how I apply the strategy number 4, that is avoid punishing the class. Next, I actually likes to use the strategy number 5, that is offer price. I really like this strategy because I use this strategy when I apply exams. Okay, I tell students that, I tell them that the students who get 100 will take home a prize. Okay, with this the students pay attention to the topic and study in their house, so they put more attention to the exam and do it well. I usually use the nonverbal communication strategy. Most of the classes are done, well, most of my classes are done with games and actions. For example, to teach the action verbs, the students played a meme game where they had to act out the action of the verb, and students really enjoy this type of activities or this type of games. And I actually use the strategy number 7, that is hold parties. I really like this strategy. After we finish an exam, the remaining time we had a little movie party where I play a Halloween movie for them, and the students brought out chips and popcorns to go with it, and it is really enjoy. The students really enjoy that kind of parties. And finally, I used to apply the strategy that make positive letters and phone calls. Every time I review student activities, I write a note to the students who get good grades, telling them that they did amazing, and ask for their parents' signatures so parents can see the note that I wrote in their notebooks. And for those who don't do so well, I write them to keep working hard to do well, to keep going. And also students parents, I'm sorry, have to signature. And these are all the strategies that I use in my classes.